I'm really trying to find out what man out there would ask you if you've ever been raped. That's not something you ask a woman. That is not something you ask once, let alone 20, 30 times. I know that this man has mental problems. I know it. He claims he hasn't been diagnosed with any mental illness, but there's something there. I don't know if maybe the drinking has done something to him, but whatever the case is, truth be told, I don't think that this guy is stable enough to be around anyone. And it frightens me to death to know that he's constantly stockpiling all these powerful weapons that he's stockpiling at his home. Because I remember telling him one day, God, do I have to tell the police not to allow you or someone? Do I have to try to contact someone for them to get these guns out of your hand? Because he has a violent streak there. Anything violent he loves. And this is a grown-ass man that loves violence. He loves anything that has violence in it, and guns and shooting. I've had conversations with this man to where I had to look at the phone like, am I talking to a child or a grown man? And then he didn't understand why I had no feelings for him. I didn't like him that way. I didn't want him that way. I was not attracted to his personality. I was not attracted to anything dealing with that man. Truth be told, I didn't even want a friendship after a certain point of knowing him. But he wouldn't leave me alone. I literally had to change my number to get away from him. I knew better than to let him know where I stayed. So the man never knew where I lived, because I sensed from the beginning that he was not right. It was something wrong with him. And I met him because he helped me get out the snow. I had just moved back from down south, back home to my hometown, and I was stuck in the snow. God knows, the first thing I thought when he approached and asked me if I needed help getting out, I was about to say, no, I don't want your help, because there was something about him I just did not like instantly. But I said, okay, that's fine. So he helped me out. So then he said, if there's anything you ever need, anything moved, let me know and I'll help you. So I needed a table moved, and I couldn't get it up myself at that point, me and my children and I. So I asked him to do it, and that was the wrong thing to do. From that day on, from that one time, I asked for this man's help, and I did ask if I can pay him, and he refused to let me pay him. But from that day on, that man became a thorn in my ass. It's like he became crazy. I mean, deranged. It's like he had it in his mind we were dating, and he acted like such. He would watch me. He would watch my home. If I had someone come and pick me up and we went out on a date, he would watch. He would sit and wait. It was all kinds of nonsense going on. And I was like, I just try not to call anyone anything, put any labels on anyone, but that man was mentally unstable, and he's even worse now. I wish that I could warn anyone that's coming near him or letting him talk his way into their life as a friend or whatever. Please beware. Please run. That's a headache you don't want. That is a dangerous person. I really believe that he's capable of anything and everything, because he said some things to me that I was left shaking my head like, oh my God, are you a rapist? Are you a murderer? I think he's capable of being both. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not even angry at this person. I'm just kind of disgusted at the fact that this person act the way that they act. And that conversation alone, when I was having a conversation with another friend about friendship, triggered me to think about this person. And it's bad when you just take on a trigger, that you have a trigger now when it comes to hearing about friendship, because this man has run you completely. He's made it to where I'm not too too quick to let anyone get too close, because I'm thinking, am I going to be stalked again? Am I going to be... I was stalked for over 10 years by this person. And it's kind of hard for me sometimes to let anyone get close, because I'm thinking, oh my God, they could be psychotic like he was, or like he is. So that's why I tell people, don't allow any craziness in your life, crazy people like that, because in the long run, it hurts your friendships with others, because the first thing you're going to do is put up a guard and be like, okay, no, I don't know, this person might end up being like that person over there. You don't want to do that, because it's not fair to other people. But I find myself doing it now, because after being stalked by the craziest man I think that is in the city, my trust level isn't there anymore the way it used to be. I mean, I'm getting back to where I used to be, but it's taken some time, because I can't trust anybody, because I had that psychopath on my tail. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you this to say this: be careful about who you allow in your circle. Be careful who you call a friend, or even an associate. Be careful, because people are not... they're just not what they seem. They're not who they are. They put on this persona. They act like they're normal, and those be the craziest fucking people running around in this world. So I hope this story helps someone out there that's dealing with someone like this, because, I can't sit here and put a label on it and say, oh, maybe, he's suffering from this or he's suffering from that. No, some people are just born, and I stand by what I say. I know people may not like what I'm about to say, but I think some people are just born evil, and I think he was one of them. I really believe he was just one. But anyway, I don't want to hold you any longer. I just had to do this podcast to get those things off my chest, because my friend and I had this really long conversation about friendship, and I was like, well, friendship, you can't really trust anybody, and I was going on, and then I had to think about it. I can't feel that way about everybody just because it was a bad apple, 2 bad apples I've known in my lifetime. I cannot feel that way toward everyone, because everyone is not crazy like that one, especially that one was. Okay, not everyone's like that. But I am telling you guys, be careful, because there is a lot of psychotics out there, and they will come your way, and he was a narcissist. This man can hide all his ignorance. The things that this man would do, he was just something else. He was like a pro at it, so... But like I said, I figured out everything from the beginning. That's why I started to distance myself as even being a friend. When I moved, he didn't know where I moved to. He had no access to my address, not even the area I was living in. Now, he still had my number until I changed it, and he couldn't reach me. So he's probably somewhere out there blowing smoke out of his nose and mouth, because he can't reach me. I'm pretty sure he's going crazy right now. That's how I could tell this man not to call me anymore, and he would sit here and call me back and tell me, I don't appreciate you telling me that. You don't tell me I can't call you anymore. I don't like that. Now, if that's not crazy, what is it? So you're going to demand me basically to be a friend to you and to talk to you and accept your calls and this, that, and other. That's how crazy that man was and is to this day. So I'm telling you, women and men, if you have anyone that acts like this person, that sounds like them, whether female or male, get the hell out of Dodge. Run. I kid you not. I'm telling you to run. He's the worst type of person, I think, in this world. Well, I know I said it before I was about to go, but I am truly finished with this segment. I don't want to give this man no more than maybe 20 or 30 minutes of conversation. But just be watchful, you guys, because there's a bunch of psychotics out there. Be very watchful. And until next time, I would like to thank you for tuning in to me venting on one of my segments about true friendship and about lunatics in the world. Um, I will be doing another segment on something different within the next couple of days. But until then, I would like to thank you for tuning in to Life as It Is with me, Dora Middleton. Take care.